So another fabulous way to use technology is to help you interact better with your students. One of the things that I find super important is our interaction, our relationships that we build with these students. It's essential to them wanting to be here and being willing to learn. If I can build that great relationship with them, they're more likely to learn from me. So I kind of discovered this by accident during the pandemic, how online could really help for this. But being away from them when we first shut down, there was just that need to connect. So I came up with daily challenges and I'd post these in Canvas, usually an announcement, but it was just like, what's your favorite treat? And then everyone would respond and I'd put like the top 10 treats, or what's your favorite thing to do outside? And we just did all these different things. And we even got, at one point, my kids had decided to make a mini golf course in my home, which I thought was kind of hilarious and cute. So I videoed my kids making this and playing it, and then said, what's the most creative game you've played at home? And I got some really interesting responses. In fact, one kid had played Muggle Quidditch, and I'm like, awesome. And that just was a fun connection point and a way to talk to them about it. So that was really fun and just a simple, easy way to interact with them. But I found it even more powerful as I thought about it this year is to continue using that. We did a meme challenge, and I gave them a picture of Pikachu and they just had to come up with a meme. And then you can go ahead, and I picked my 3 favorite and print them off and post them in your classroom. When a student walks into my room and sees something of theirs posted, it's like instant connection. And the great thing about that is I try to greet my students at the door every day. I try to really get to know them, but it's hard to remember everything everyone's involved in. And, oh, how was your basketball game last night? That's hard to remember with 200 students, right? So that was such a great, easy way. Nothing I have to remember. It's just like, boom, you've been noticed. And even with like the favorite treats. Okay, here's our top 10 treats. Oh, that was mine. That was mine. Like, just seeing that they're recognized and being seen is huge for these students. And we can use online simple little challenges, quizzes to do that, to connect with them. So that's been a powerful thing I've learned over the last year or so. Another thing about interaction with our students is providing them feedback for what they need to know and how they can do better. And I found that really useful this year. We have always done a few units where we have projects instead of tests. And one of our units is our scatter plot project. We give them a couple of different categories and they have to do the research and create a scatter plot based on their 2 variables. And it's really fun. But this year, we put it all online in Canvas. When you put it online, you can create your rubric in Canvas, and you can show how many points each part of that rubric is worth. And what's great about that is when it comes grading time, I can go in and give a grade and leave a comment for each part of the rubric. And I could give instant feedback for that specific thing that they needed. And then they can reply to me if they're unsure or don't understand or resubmit. And it made grading and giving that feedback so much easier this year. There's so many things out there. Be creative, look around, figure out how you can use online tools to really interact better with your students.